the imperfect sunset that is every single relationship in the entire world. It's like we were just saying, you're never going to agree with 100% of anything anyone says. So taking that into consideration, get back with the father of your children and make it work so that everybody can be happy.
Right, but like if they cheated, just okay. So that the alternative stick by their side. Is that something that you should be celebrated? If you want to be in a monogamous relationship and that person cheats, and then you might be alone, but it's the alternative to stick with that person just because so you're not alone. Be with a cheater and a liar and a manipulator.
I think if you have kids, it's different.
I get it, but having kids does not exempt you from being loyal.
Yeah, right? But I think
unless you have that agreement, that's different.
Right.
But if you say, well, we're having a family, we're married, we have kids, we're exclusively together, and then now you break that. And then so what? I'm just supposed to accept that well, we have kids together. Now I got to stick by your side no matter what, as long as you don't physically abuse me.
No. But what I do think that his motive is because he does want to keep the families together, but at the same time,
sometimes you can't keep the family together.
But if you know what you're bringing now to the table, where it's like now you're an older woman, you have children. To get out there to find another man who wants to take you seriously, like you also have to understand that then. Because if you're going to sit here and cry, you don't want to be alone, go back to your man then. Right. Because he'll take you back.
And that's why.
But if not, then you're going to have to just struggle with the life that you have ahead of you, which is by yourself and lonely.
Right.
But then again, we talked about it earlier. You wanting to date a guy who has $5 million in the bank. There's somebody for everybody. There's going to be somebody out there who will date you being a single mom at 37 with 2 kids.
And to his point, that's fine. But you're going to have a long way of struggling until you find them. Don't fucking cry. But
that's why I say I'm of the belief that most men cheat. And that's why I say go be cheated on by a rich man.
I've heard that before
and not a broke guy.
Right. Yeah.
Because guess what? When you cheat and I find out that you cheat or you did something and I don't like it, I'm taking the credit card and I'm going shopping until I feel better.
You ever seen that video of it's a meme. It's like when your billionaire boyfriend, you find out your billionaire.
I've seen
what? I don't see anything.
I've seen those on TikTok. Yeah.
So if you feel that way, is there a winning for women who say, well, I want a rich guy or a guy who's very well off, but I don't want to get cheated on? Is that something, or is it a fairy tale?
It's so ridiculous. Because, I can't stand the whole spoil me with loyalty. What?
Yeah, spoil me. Loyalty and money.
Spoil me with loyalty. What? What is that even? So you don't want your man to leave the house?
No, you know what?
You want him sitting in the house all day long, so you know that he's loyal? What is that?
No, they what they're saying is I don't want to get cheated on.
No, but listen, I also remember that Kevin Samuels said that men of high status and those who are making that pool of income, they have even certain arrangements or agreements with their significant others that says, hey, this is the deal, okay? I'm for you, I got you, supporting you, you're the woman.
You're my wife.
I got you.
Yeah, you got the title.
But listen, and I'll support you. You have me for whatever you need. But if your boy wants to have some fun on the side, don't give me shit for it.
Yeah.
I'll feed you, you'll have a roof over your head, you have anything you want.
You need anything
you're good.
Right.
But if daddy wants to play on the side, let me play on the side.
And
that's the life that you have to decide if that's what you want to roll with.
Right. Yeah. And that's a tough life. I'm not saying that that women should be emotionless and just be married to the money and not have any emotions and thoughts and feelings around it. But I just think once again that most men, especially now too, we're hotter longer. Men good looking for longer, women good looking for longer. We're living longer. We have Instagram now where you're scrolling, sex and a random hookup is so much easier to get now than it ever was. We're all on the internet. We all see what's going on the internet, right in front of our faces, right when you open it up. So, I wouldn't advocate for, okay, girls, when your man cheats, cause he will, you don't have, don't say anything to him. Just keep it pushing. That's not what I'm saying. But I just think that, I do think that most men are going to want different flavors.
After a while.
And, or maybe even in the beginning, I have friends that they won't date girls if they're not open for for threesomes right off the bat in the beginning. You know, I personally couldn't date somebody like that. I don't want that to be like a very serious part of our relationship. But am I open to that? Yeah, of course. Why not? It's fun for me too. I need to know that you're not going to like run off with her. You know, I want to be dating you for a little while so we can enjoy ourselves. But you know, I've actually worked at like sex parties and stuff before. I've seen what goes on there. You know, I mean, just because I'm not joining in doesn't mean I'm not secretly like, well, maybe one day I might like to.
Maybe I'll be here one day.
Right. Yeah. Check it out. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, life is like being sober too, you know, doing all these different things sober. I do feel like I'm having like some sort of a second childhood. So there are certain things that I want to experience. And I understand that just because my significant other might be interested in another woman and want to fuck another woman, I am now in a space where I understand that that doesn't mean that he loves me any less. But that's also why I want to be with a guy that has money. Because if there is something that hurts me or upsets me, I'm going to tell him, and I'm just going to be like, okay, well, I need to go shopping so I can feel better. Or I'm going to go to the spa so I can.
my love language.
Yeah.
Decompress.
I need to decompress. I need to get my shopping therapy. I need to do this, that, and the other. I'm going to go away. Okay, you're going to go with, you know, so-and-so for the weekend. Well, I'm going somewhere too. You know, I'm going to take my girls, or I'm going to take the kids, or we're going to do X, Y, and Z. And we come back and, you know, he's happy, I'm happy, everyone's happy.
Yeah. I think as long as you have an arrangement and as long as there's open dialogue and
understanding
and honesty, you know,
I don't think that could be, I think actually too much dialogue in that instance might actually be a little unhealthy.
What do you mean by that? Like
you don't want the details.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to know.
Yeah. If you're like, listen, babe, I'm taking my third, mistress over here to Santa Barbara and we're going to stay in this hotel and don't worry, you know.
This is the room number. So you're going to play with my balls first.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But if you know that your partner is going to.
This is my thing too. And this is what I've told people in the past. Just don't leave me. Like, don't leave. Just don't leave. I don't, I care obviously what happens, but like we can get through anything. Like even if you cheat, I'm not giving you a pass, but I'm just saying, if it was something that you do cheat and it's like eating you up or something and you feel like, oh God, I got to say something, you can say something. Yeah. We can talk about it. I'm not going to blow up. Doesn't mean the relationship needs to end. I'm not going to run off and cause a scene. We don't need to do all that. But like, just don't leave.
Okay. Yeah.
Stay there and try. Stay there and talk.
Yeah. Well.
Work it out.
Don't leave me high and dry. Don't leave me with the kids high and dry. Don't leave me alone high and dry with all these different questions.
At least give me a severance.
Always give a severance. Always give a severance. I certainly have been given a severance.
Hey.